right, viewers, we've cut across two visuals of the Qatar Emir being accorded a ceremonial welcome at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The ceremonial welcome is being accorded at the forecourt of the Rashtrapati Bhavan to the Emir of Qatar Sheikh Tamim Bin Hamad AL Thani, who arrived in Delhi on Monday for a two-day state visit to India. Now, after this ceremonial welcome, he will be meeting Prime Minister Modi at the Hyderabad House, and an exchange of memoranda of understanding is scheduled this afternoon, after which the Emir of Qatar will meet the President Droupadi Murmu, according to the advisory. Remember, viewers, just yesterday the Prime Minister extended a rare gesture of hospitality as he went to the airport to receive the Emir of Qatar himself, who arrived late evening yesterday. Now, as the Qatar Emir is in India, the Prime Minister and him are slated to have a bilateral in which a And the senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor joins us on the phone line. Abhishek, a very good morning to you. Now, we saw how yesterday the Prime Minister broke a protocol to welcome Emir of Qatar at the airport, whom he calls his brother. Now, a key bilateral is expected today with a slew of memoranda of understandings to be signed. What can we expect from this meeting?
Well, remember, Qatar is India's across the Arab Sea, India's very strong and stable energy partner, and there is a strong diaspora connect. About 25% of Qatari population consists of Indian expats, about 800,000, about a million in the pictures now. Prime Minister introducing his cabinet, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, Petroleum Minister Hardeep Puri, among others. We can see, and remember, Prime Minister, you rightly mentioned, received the Qatari Emir at the airport, and that really, and with that warm hug, gives an idea or really underscores the significance that India attaches to its relationship with Qatar. So coming back to the Indian expat community constituting about 25% of the Qatari population, contributing immensely to the Qatari economy, and these are like very high-end, includes high-end workers who effectively sustain the engineering and tech part of the Qatari oil economy, and then of course for India repatriating about $4 or $5 billion annually, and that's a significant contributor to India's foreign remittances, and then of course the energy supply. Remember, just last year Prime Minister was in Qatar and signed a long-term 20-year-long deal for supply of Qatari LNG. And then there are of course the geopolitical dynamics, the Qatari geography, part of the Gulf Cooperation Council. In fact, it's a little understated, but enduring success of the Modi foreign policy, the manner in which he has personally led and engaged with the larger Gulf region and all the nations there, and Qatar happens to be a very influential voice. Remember, be it the be it the Doha process through which Taliban came back to power in Afghanistan, be it the ongoing talks between Hamas and Israel. Qatar has been effectively the linchpin of all these very important developments, geopolitical developments in the West Asia region in the last few years. And if you look at the geopolitical dynamics of the Gulf Cooperation Council, Qatar happens to be a very important player in it. And so maintaining a very strong and yet a nuanced relationship with Qatar has been a key driver of the Modi government, and that really explains the manner in which Prime Minister really received the Emir at Palam Airport last evening. And of course, he would then now be engaging with him at in the delegation level talks at the Hyderabad House in a bit. So while the diaspora connect is there is the economic aspect of it, there is the geopolitical aspect of it. And remember, just because Prime Minister had one conversation with the Qatari Emir last year, the issue of the Indian naval veterans who were stuck in a very difficult case in Qatar, they were all released. So Tamim Bin Hamad Al Thani there really honoring the word of the Prime Minister when they engaged on the sidelines of a BRICS summit, I believe, last year in Russia, and then the release of the Indian Navy veterans happened. And that really gives you an idea of the kind of personal push that the Prime Minister gives, the fact that almost half a dozen odd countries in the Gulf region have bestowed their highest civilian award on the Prime Minister. And now, just last year, Prime Minister was there in Qatar, and now at his invitation, the Emir is in New Delhi. Really gives you an idea of the kind of engagement, top-level engagement that's really happening with a very important nation in the Gulf by the Modi government. On the sidelines, there is already a Qatar-India Business Summit going on where Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal is participating, and of course his counterpart from Qatar. But the pictures clearly show the kind of bonhomie that has been struck between Prime Minister Modi and Emir Thani of Qatar. And then, of course, this is going to go into the bilateral talks that will take place at 12 noon in Hyderabad House. And then there is a ceremonial dinner. Remember, this is a state visit, and that's why you are seeing all the trappings of the state visit panning out at the forecourts of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, where he has been given a ceremonial guard of honor, a tri-services guard of honor, and a ceremonial welcome there, introduced to the cabinet. And remember, as Prime Minister received the Emir at the airport, immediately after that, External Affairs Minister made a call on him in the evening itself. And so India effectively rolling out the red carpet, a very key partner in the Gulf of India, in the Gulf for India, and be it the diaspora connect, be it the foreign remittances, be it the people-to-people connect, a very historical relationship. And then on the economy, energy security, trade, geopolitics of the region, including from Afghanistan to Israel, everywhere, Qatar, with the kind of heft it has, it's a highest level engagement that's really happening, and India really underscoring with this visit that it is one of the key interlocutors when it comes to the geopolitics of the region.
Right. Abhishek, you really summed it up very well for our viewers. Thanks for joining us for now. We will come back to you when the bilateral takes place between the Emir of Qatar and Prime Minister Modi, and delegation level talks are held. Live visuals there from the forecourts of the Rashtrapati Bhavan, viewers.